The Genghis Grill brings you the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show with head coach Lauren Montgomery.
Welcome to Genghis Grill and the Bixby Coaches Show. I'm Pat McGrew, and we're here with the winning head football coach, Lauren Montgomery. Coach, what a great victory it was this week. Homecoming, did you worry a little bit about homecoming affecting the kids' mentality? Or
I'd be lying if I didn't. There's so much going on during homecoming week. It makes you nervous. Just, what are the kids doing? Are they up later than usual and all those things? But fortunately, we got a good group of boys that handled it responsibly and came out ready to play.
Well, I thought we did a great job. Once again, last week you made the comment on how well defense played, and I thought they really played extremely well this week.
Yeah, I think our defense is playing really well. We're getting great play from pretty much every aspect of the game. I think our defensive lines continue to grow. We've our linebacking core has done a real good job, and I tell you what, we've gotten some really good play out of our corners that we're excited about. So yeah, the defense is playing really well, and offense came on in the second half.
So. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with Jeff Haxton up there in the press box. I noticed in the second half, boy, the offense made some adjustments. They always ask what you're saying at halftime, and I'm saying, I don't know what he's saying. He's saying, let's go out and get a victory. But they must have done a great job, because second half, we played well first half, but second half the offense just came out and just totally dominated the game.
Yeah, Coach Snyder and Coach Knoll and those guys came out with a second half script of things that they liked and executed those extremely well. Some counter plays to what we were doing in the first half. And I thought they did a nice job. Thought the boys did a nice job executing. So all in all, it was a good performance.
Well, obviously, when you play that well, there had to be something that got you to that point. And I talk about it all the time, and I know you feel the same way about Monday through Thursday is so important. Who was the practice player of the week? Matthews Ford practice player. Absolutely,
Coach. This week we want to recognize two guys. We want to recognize Brandon Newman from his safety position, gives us a great look. He's been practice player of the week before. And then we also want to recognize Ryan King at his receiver spot. Did a great job mimicking a lot of the routes that the Eagles ran and prepared our corners, prepared our safeties for what they were going to attack us with. So those two guys did a phenomenal job. Two young guys that we're expecting big things in our program.
Well, it was a very good crowd, especially on the Bixby side. It was a great atmosphere. One of your players got the king of the court, and Dylan Thompson.
Yeah, and I know it's been at least 4 or 5 years running now that a football player has been homecoming king, and so we don't want to break that streak.
We'll have to start calling him the king from now on. But we'll be right back at Genghis Grill and the Bixby Coaches Show with a great first half of action right after this.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, TTCU, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Graber and Associates, TRC Disaster Solutions, and by Citizens Security Bank.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now Repo Sales Event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price, trucks 60% off, repos dimes on the dollar. Zero down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
The Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, Tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest best on you.
Zero down at Car Country. The only buy here, pay here dealership offering zero down. 6 months on job, 1 year local residence, household income of $2,000 or more means zero down. Visit CarCountryCars.com for credit application or visit the big guy.
He's the Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill with the head football coach, Lauren Montgomery. Coach, we talked about the first half, already, but still, our kids came out ready to play, and Edison they had some good-looking ball players, just like you said.
Oh, without a doubt, they have some great-looking athletes, and give Coach Hall credit. His guys were schemed up. They were ready to play. They had some good looks against us, and they'd done their homework. So we had our hands full early on.
I'm not sure I've seen as many penalties on one team in one period of time. But let's get to that first half action.
Opening up here with a kickoff return, they elected to kick and kicked into the wind, and so anyway, we took the ball, and Marcus Jordan has a nice return, just one or two blocks from making that thing happen right here. We throw naked bootleg first play to DeAndre Jennings, and DeAndre picking that up, doing such a nice job. Right here, you'll notice Jesse Price chasing down the line of scrimmage. His motor never, ever slows down. So proud of Jesse. Mason Yelton, Brandon Turney inside in on the tackle right there. They're handing it off to their tailback. Once again, Mason Yelton, Brandon Turney from those inside linebacker positions doing such a nice job. Notice the defensive line doing a good job keeping their offensive linemen off our linebackers so we can pick those up. Good pressure from the inside right there. I believe that was Johnny Kewen on the pressure. Throwing the stick route out here to Blake Cooper, picking up positive yardage. Doing a good job right here, Caden Hudson on the inside zone play off the speed sweep action, banging it in behind Dylan Hood and those guys. Dylan had a little elbow injury, but still phenomenal job right there. Coming back right here, Blake Cooper on the speed sweep, dropping back Marshall Ray on the vertical pass right here to DeAndre Jennings. We got 5 verticals in on that look right there. Coming back, a little sprint out look right there, doing a good job hitting Andrew Pence along the sidelines there. All right, doing a nice job right here, getting it down to the 1 yard line, and we come back. Don't quite get it in. We come back off the zone read play. Marshall Ray pulls it for a first touchdown of the night. That's a good read by Marshall and their outside linebacker. Doing a good job on our defensive front right here, doing a good job not allowing penetration. Brandon Turney in on the tackle right there. You'll notice Jake Castillo plugging things up right there. We're a little bit softer than we like to be, allowing them to pick up some positive yards. Right there, getting a little bit of pressure on the inside. They complete a pass, and we rally it up. Mason Yelton, Jake Schnare, a bunch of guys around the tackle right there. You'll notice Matthew Dreyer right there on a great pressure right there. Allows our guys to rally up and pick that up. They come back, and they try to throw a vertical right there. Andrew Pence on a great job right there with the knockdown. They come back out and punt right there, and we do a good job fielding that, picking up the ball so our offense can come out. Offensively right here, we run the naked bootleg pattern right here, and we throw the drag route to Blake Cooper. Blake doing a nice job finishing the run going forward, and that's one thing we always talk about right there. You'll notice the pressure inside. You'll notice DeAndre Jennings in on defense. You'll notice Mason Yelton. You'll notice Casey Sade, a lot of those guys in rallying around the ball, doing a good job bottling that up. Matthew Dreyer right there, bottling everything up in the middle. Right there, we get great pressure, get a great hit on their quarterback, which causes an errant pass, which we feel like if we can pressure those guys, we're always going to be in good shape. Mason Yelton right there on the tackle for loss. You'll notice Nick Roller, Anthony Armour, a couple freshmen in doing a nice job. Jake Schnare from his nickel linebacker position, holding that bubble pass up, doing a nice job right there, allowing the troops to come help him out and make the tackle. Coming back here, they're trying to go deep, too much pressure on the front end. We run the power play right here up inside. Caden Hudson doing a good job hitting that thing A-gap just like we want him to. Come right back with a stretch play for a couple yards out over the edge behind the blocking of Dylan Hood, Bodie Clark, Zach Castillo. Come back to the right side right here behind Chandler Miller, behind DeAndre Jennings. All the guys doing a fine job right there. Blake Cooper on the power read play, calls his own number, pulls it down, picks up some good yards right there. Come back, nice little punt right here to pin them deep. We felt like our special teams play was really good the other night, and anytime we're able to pin those guys. Unfortunately, right here, we were wanting to pin them down inside their 5, and we allowed them to sneak out of there. But our defense rallies up right here, does a good job getting our offense the ball back right before half.
Well, one of the things about it, Coach, is, I don't talk much about it, but thank goodness there's always great coaches. But our special teams, Coach Hicks and his special teams, I really thought did a great job.
Yeah, they were prepared. We feel like we've done some things on special teams. We felt like we've learned some things throughout the year, and we've also done some things that give some teams some problems. Whether it's our kickoff coverage, we feel like our kickoff return's been real well. We feel like our punt team's a weapon, and so we've done some things that we feel like give some teams some problems. So we're real pleased with our special teams play, and we talked to the kids about the importance of being on those units. A lot of times, kids may not take those roles seriously. We're putting a lot of our best players out there on the field for special teams, so we want to use special teams as a weapon.
Well, the thing about it is, I thought our kids, after a tough loss this week, they never quit. They came out this week and played hard, and the second half is even better than the first half. And we'll be right back at the Genghis Grill Coaches Show with Coach Lauren Montgomery right after this.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now Repo Sales Event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price. Trucks 60% off. Repos dimes on the dollar. Zero down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
The Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
Miles and Jeremy right down here at Matthews Ford. And Jeremy, what do you get when you mix direct injection with a turbocharger?
Super excited.
And because it's EcoBoost technology, tell them.
At Matthews Ford, we're proud to present Ford's new EcoBoost technology, where SUVs can get over 30 miles per gallon and pickup trucks in the high 20s. We have a whole line of these vehicles, 5 different models to choose from, and you can look them up at MatthewsFordBA.com.
Give us a call, 251 Ford.
We like Adam, yes we do.
Adam Cash gives you $50 when you open a checking account using our school pride card.
Oh, Adam, you're so fine.
Adam Cash gives our school $50 when you open an account with a school pride card.
Our school gets a donation from TTCU when you use our card.
So does ours. You swipe and TTCU donates.
Our card's the best.
TTCU has more than 30 school pride cards for you to choose. It pays your school $50 and you $50 for getting yours. Get the best today.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill and the Bixby Coaches Show. I'm Coach Pat McGrew, and we're here with Coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach, the second half, boy, great adjustments. We were playing well. I never felt, of course, I wasn't out there coaching, but I never felt a threat that we weren't in control of the game. I felt like we were in control all the time.
No, yeah, I felt like we were doing what we wanted to do defensively. Felt like we had some great looks on offense. We just needed to really capitalize on those. But with the caliber of athletes over there that Edison has, it always makes you nervous that they could have a guy that could go the distance at any time. And so we knew we had to come out and get a stop and really get on them offensively.
Well, that's the difference between being the coach and watching as a coach. So it was a great second half, and let's get to it. It's awful fun to watch.
So we kicked off to those guys, tried to take advantage of them with a little onside, didn't quite get it. We get it later in the game. We do a nice job pursuing and putting pressure on them. Get great pressure on their quarterback right here. And Coach McGrew, one of your favorite things right there, when you get pressure on them, you know that that quarterback's eventually going to make a mistake. And so we come back right here and we run the stretch play to Caden Hudson out over the left edge behind the blocking big Dylan Hood. He does a fine job right there. We come back, we throw a naked bootleg. Sophomore Clayton Oliver doing a good job putting it on DeAndre Jennings right there. And we come back right here and we line up in our punt formation, and Edison encroaches, and so we get another try at it. And we come back right here, run the speed sweep. Blake Cooper, so talented right here. Or excuse me, that's not Blake, that's J.J. Cantrell, so talented from his slot position, doing a good job running the speed sweep. And we scramble right here and find Blake Cooper open in the back of the end zone. Thought Blake had a really good game. And so right here, they had a couple personal fouls, and we were kicking off from great position. So we go ahead, and A.J. Harbin does a nice job of batting that ball back in, and we jump on it. I think maybe that was Caden Gasick that recovers that thing. We worked all week on practice on that. Dominique Booker-Jones, great kick right there on the surprise onside. And so we try to get a couple penalties, and we keep trying to pound them, take advantage of our good field position, and weren't able to do it. And so we come back out here, and Marcus Jordan to freshman Nick Roller right here on the little throwback screen off of our punt. And big Nick Roller, for a 215-pound kid, 215-pound freshman, really shows off his moves and wheels right there. And I know his dad, Keith, is extremely proud of him. Coming back out on defense, doing a fine job right there. There's Marcus Jordan from the safety position, ball hawking, getting a nice interception that puts us in position right here. Offensively, we come out, we run the power read once again to Blake Cooper. Blake doing a fine job reading that thing, pulling it down, picking up positive yardage. Blake's a nice weapon that we like to use at the quarterback position. Scramble right here, we hit, I believe that's Marcus Jordan on the shallow route, doing a good job moving those chains. We come back, Clayton Oliver scrambling, picking up positive yards on a broken down play. That's a good job by the sophomore right here. And we run the Y corner play to DeAndre wide open. Their guy does a nice job batting it, but DeAndre showing off his excellent ball skills, picking that thing up. On defense right here, you'll notice Ethan Bell's in at defensive tackle, doing a great job pursuing Anthony Armour. Got a lot of guys in around the football, doing a good job. They line up in their ninja formation. Coach, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. And we went ahead and just brought everybody right there and try to put a little bit of pressure on their quarterback. They incomplete pass the bubble screen right there. We're putting some good pressure on them. They come out and try to take a deep shot. Caden Gasick, all his guys in the back end doing a fine job right there. They do a good job right here, hitting their tailback on a big screen, moving the chains or almost moving the chains right there, and that quarterback sneak up, pick up the first down. One thing Coach Gaither was a little bit disappointed in was that screen and then the way they were able to quarterback sneak that thing. So I would expect that to get fixed this week in practice. They're throwing the ball, trying to spread us out, take advantage of some things. We're doing a fine job rallying up on the back end. What we're saying right there is they're not going to be good enough to throw 6-yard hitch passes all the way down. We get good pressure. Jake Castillo doing a phenomenal job from his defensive tackle position right there. They try to get somebody loose in the back of the end zone. We're unable to right here. You'll notice senior Zach Carrington right here on the counter play doing a nice job getting off edge, showing off his wheels. Zach doing a fine job, big physical runner for us, and coming back right here doing the same thing. We got the power switch or the counter play coming back the other way. He picks up enough for a first down, doing a fine job. Hitting Marcus Jordan, just a phenomenal one-handed catch right there. He did that. It's funny, he did that earlier that week in practice, that very catch going the same direction, everything just exactly that same way. So there is some merit to what you're wanting to do in practice. You're also going to do in the game. Incomplete pass right there to DeAndre Jennings, but we don't lose faith in him by any means. We come back right here with a throwback screen, and DeAndre does what he does, never gets tackled by the first guy. Takes it into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. You'll notice Blake Kirk right there from his outside linebacker position doing a good job. You'll notice Caden Gasick right there doing a good job making a play on the ball. Watch these guys rallied up inside, being physical, getting pressure. I believe that is Nick Roller right there that finally wraps up that quarterback and does a nice job. Hey, Coach, let's go ahead and take a look at stats. Obviously, Bixby won the game 35-0. We had 188 yards rushing to their 73. We were 11 of 21 passing for 163 yards. They were 13 of 27 for 88, holding them under 50%. We had 20 first downs to Edison's 10. We had 4 punts for 37 yards, and they had 9 punts for 75 yards. Rushing, Caden Hudson, leading all rushers, had 18 carries for 87 yards. That's a 4.8 average. Zach Carrington, 2 carries for 41 yards. That's a 20.5 average. Blake Cooper, 5 for 17 with 3.5 average. Throwing the football, Clayton Oliver was 6 of 11 for 70 yards and 3 TDs. Marshall Ray, 5 of 10 for 59 yards. Receiving, Marcus Jordan leading all receivers, 2 for 43 yards. Blake Cooper had 3 catches for 36 yards. DeAndre Jennings had 2 catches and 2 TDs. Actually, DeAndre had 4 catches and 2 TDs. Nick Roller had 1 on the fake punt for 34 yards. Tackles, Mason Yelton leading in tackles again this week, had 13 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. J.J. Cantrell, 7 tackles. Jesse Price, 7 tackles. John Kewen, 6 tackles, 1 for a loss. Jake Schneer, 6 tackles. And then Marcus Jordan and Brandon Turney both had big interceptions on the evening.
Well, Coach, that was a great football game, and we'll talk a little bit about here in a moment about what it's going to take to get to the playoffs. And we'll be right back with the Car Country Player of the Week here at Genghis Grill and the Bixby Coaches Show with Coach Lauren Montgomery right after this.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now Repo Sales Event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price. Trucks 60% off. Repos dimes on the dollar. Zero down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
The Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest best on you.
These words are what we do. We're unloading all new Nissan Altimas, the world's coolest gas-efficient midsize. Let us offer you cash for your vehicle and ride off in a Nelson Nissan Altima for as little as $189 a month and get 1,000 additional trade dollars with an Altima purchase. You know the song. Nelson Nissan, across from Bass Pro Shop in Broken Arrow, where Altimas are usually $199 or less.
This week's Car Country Player of the Week is number 16, a senior, Caden Gacy. Caden, you play the toughest position that I consider. I've been a defensive coach, all my life, and I know that the main position you're going to have is those corners. And I think our corners have done an exceptionally great job this year. Congratulations on that. What's it like being out there all by yourself? Because that, we put you out there on an island.
Yeah, it's a tough job, but when you have great coaching from Coach Higgs and you have great technique and stuff, it's pretty easy if you have great technique. And yeah, it is kind of hard when you're put on an island by yourself against decent receivers. That even though Edison has some good receivers, has some great athletes, but once you have great technique and great coaching, you can do whatever you can.
You had a great senior year, you've a great career. What's your plans, after this year?
I'm planning to go play college football. Right now I'm looking into Northwestern Oklahoma State University. They've been constantly messaging me, asking me what I'm doing, how's my season going, and it's great. I love it. And then after that, I'm going to major in physics engineering.
That's great. We're very proud of that. Not only academically, but your athletic skills. I wish you the best in the future. How's after coming back after that tough loss, and y'all guys came out so well and played so hard, so well against Edison. Did you guys talk about that, about what you needed to do to win that football game Friday?
Yeah, we talked about eliminating mental mistakes and busting coverages, and we just went over all the mistakes we made against in the previous game, and we got all those corrected and helped us lead to a victory.
Well, congratulations on a great career. Good luck in the future. I know we always love those Spartans to show us how well they can do after you'll always be a Spartan, but after you leave the Spartans for college. So good luck, and good luck the rest of the year. And let's get to those playoffs, and after that, you never know what happens. We'll be coming up with this week's Nelson Mazda Youth Team of the Week with head coach Jerry Pirtle and the 5-1 4th grade Red.
This is Miles and Jeremy at Matthews Ford, where it's a great place to buy a car.
Matthews Ford is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online at MatthewsFordBA.com.
We just opened up a quick lane, didn't we?
The quick lane's up and running. We're really excited about it. There's no appointment necessary. Come and see us even on Saturday. I'll tell you what, we've got specials online as well as our complete new and used inventory.
You can find that at MatthewsFordBA.com. Give us a call, 251 Ford Matthews Ford, your affordable dealer.
0% for 72 months is back at Jim Norton Toyota. Hurry, get 0 for 72 on every new 2012 Tundra. Get huge clearance discounts, plus $3,000 rebates, plus 0 for 72 on new 2012 Tundras. And
I promise Toyota Care for 2 years.
Plus, you always get a lifetime warranty at no extra charge at Jim Norton Toyota, 9809 South Memorial, where T-Town gets Toyota.
0 down at Car Country. The only buy here, pay here dealership offering 0 down. 6 months on job. 1 year local residence. Household income of $2,000 or more means 0 down. Visit CarCountryCars.com for credit application or visit the big guy.
He's the credit cruncher at Car Country.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest best on you.
These words are what we do. We're unloading all new Nissan Altimas, the world's coolest gas-efficient midsize. Let us offer you cash for your vehicle and ride off in a Nelson Nissan Altima for as little as $189 a month and get 1,000 additional trade dollars with an Altima purchase. You know the song. Nelson Nissan, across from Bass Pro Shop in Broken Arrow, where Altimas are usually $199 or less.
Nelson Mazda Youth Team of the Week is Bixby's 4th grade Red, 5-1, and the head coach here, Coach Jerry Pirtle. Coach, you know, you talk about it, you're 5-0, and then here you are in the show and a big loss, but you guys played so well. You were talking about that earlier, you know, before we started the show. You know, how did this week go and how's the season gone?
They've been like sponges. This team is they're learning and getting better each week. We played a real tough TYA team. They were also a one-loss team, so we're now tied for our division. But they did real good. I was real proud of them. We gave up our first touchdown of the year this week, and they weren't too happy about that. But I have a feeling they're going to bounce back hard next week.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe that you can go 5 games and no one score on you. You know, that's, I mean, obviously you're going to win if they don't score on you. So, boy, you know, who's the defensive coach?
Coach Gene Watkins. So,
he's obviously doing a great job. We're so proud of what the youth program does. Say that every week. And every week we seem like we get another great team. And, you know, you coming in here being 5-0, having a tough loss, it's still 5-1 and a great year. And, boy, you got some great-looking kids down there. I love watching the youth. And, you know, how's the rest of the season look?
It looks good. We've got 2 more games left. We play next week at Broken Arrow White. And we need to really tune up and hit the playoff speaking. So.
Well, congratulations on a great year, and hope to get to see you on that Saturday, a big championship weekend. I know that that's your same expectations, so good luck, and we're proud you're a Spartan.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, this week was a great victory for the Spartans, but now we've got another tough match against Putman City Pirates coming into the home of the Spartans for a victory the Spartans must have to continue their streak of playoff games. So make sure you're there. We'll see you next week.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, TTCU, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Graber and Associates, TRC Disaster Solutions, and by Citizens Security Bank.